What's up, Gemini? Welcome to Scorp Queen Intuition. Welcome back if you're here with me again, guys. Let's go ahead and see what is going on with you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements in Gemini. All right. Cross watchers, you may be able to watch. Okay, may resonate somewhat for you. But let's go ahead and get into it. Let's see what energies you need to know right now. Could be your energy, others around you, situations you just need to be aware of. Let's see. Got side hustle. You might try to be trying to make some more money. Uber Eats. Maybe some of you guys do Uber Eats, Uber, Lyft, something like that. DoorDash. Okay, you got goodbye. You're saying goodbye to somebody, letting somebody go. Time I see that picture, that guy kind of reminds me of Jay Holiday. If you guys know who that is. He does and then he don't, but every time I see that picture, I think about him. Drinking, toxic lifestyle. Oh, Gemini. Maybe you guys are turning your back on like a lifestyle, and you really should try to like start focusing on other stuff. Maybe finding other ways to make money. Maybe you're letting go of some addictions, or you're letting go of people or people that remind you of a certain lifestyle. You're trying to break away from that. Maybe focusing on, side hustles, fake busy. I'm kind of feeling like, I think y'all got this before? I believe it was you guys that got this, but in one of the prior readings. But maybe with this fake busy, I'm getting a sense of you guys are maybe trying to find ways to cut certain individuals out your life, like people you party with, people you had a good time with. It's like I'm elevating past that now. I don't want any parts of that lifestyle anymore. You're saying goodbye. You're focusing on ways to make money. It's like you've changed your mindset. All right. So however that is, whether it's telling your friends, hey, instead of going out tonight, listen, I'm going to do some Uber Eats because I got to make some money. So instead of spending money, I'm trying to save money. I'm trying to build, okay? So you might be finding ways to stay busy, to keep yourself busy because you're trying to change your life. You're trying to build more or make more money, make more finances here, okay? But fake busy, you could just be telling people you're busy just because you don't want to be bothered. Like you're working on other things, like you're outgrowing people. Now I got GPS here. I don't know what that is, but I do feel like that goes with the Uber, Lyft, like I said a while ago. Losing sleep, worried, replaying events over in your head. Replaying events, thinking about you. All right. Now, somebody you could have said goodbye to as well, or you turned your back on, or they're thinking about you. They're losing sleep. Maybe they're drinking a lot, and you have left you hanging. No closure, no contact. Left on red. So, somebody could be doing the fake busy with you. Cool. Okay. Well, you could be doing the fake busy. You could be leaving people hanging because you don't want to talk. You're trying to, like I said, you're trying to rid yourself of a certain person. Maybe they're just toxic. They have a certain life. Or it's just like, I'm not involved in that anymore. I'm trying to change my life and ways I'm making money. And I'm not trying to spend money and splurge money on, drinking and partying. And, that gets expensive, especially if you're doing it every weekend. And maybe you have somebody that want to hang out and party every weekend. Okay? Somebody might have left you hanging and you had to get an Uber home. Maybe it's like, maybe they were drunk and was like, yeah, I can't go nowhere with you. You don't even know how to hold your liquor. Okay. A lot of side hustle here. Two of Wands. I told you, you're at a crossroad. It's like you're at a crossroad where it's like, I got to do something different. I got to find a way to do something here. Ace of Cups. So I see a new beginning, a new offer. Okay. Seven of Pentacles, something you've been waiting on. Okay, I just see you guys investing in yourself more, okay, to make more money, to try to make yourself feel like you're in a much better place emotionally. And I feel like you feel like it's just something you need to do for you. Knight of Swords here. You got also maybe somebody you told, you could be in a relationship with someone that you told, maybe you feel like they need to be doing more, and unless you're gonna, you're gonna walk away from this connection if they're not doing more or doing better for themselves. You may have had to walk away from somebody because, like I said, their lifestyle was toxic. It may not be yours, or you guys could have been together and now you're evolving and they want to stay back and party and live that life, and you're like, listen, I'm not a part, I don't want to be a part of that anymore. If we're going to work on something, you're going to have to get your shit together. Okay? All right. Goodbye. The Strength, Leo. Could be a Leo you're saying goodbye to. Oh, Seven of Swords. Three of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, you're walking away from situations that cause you pain. Maybe take a lot out of you. I do feel like you are detaching, like I said, from people that just seem to be negative, toxic in their own way with that Seven of Swords. Untrustworthy people, people that maybe you might have someone try to steal from you. Like maybe you made money, you was making a side hustle and they stole something from you. Could have like stole a gig or a job from you. Three of Swords in the reverse. This is like you just trying to walk away from all that negativity as well. You're finding the strength to change, to leave the ways, those ways behind. Let's see. Drinking, toxic lifestyle, clarified by the Queen of Swords. Look, the Queen of Swords is serious business, right? She cut shit out. She's detaching. So you guys are seriously detaching from somebody. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. Or you are changing your whole mindset. You see how that Queen of Swords has her back turned, right? To that drinking lifestyle. I guess if I put it this way too, she could be facing it. It's crazy because she could be facing it too. So maybe you guys are at this place where it's like, look, I'm changing. I'm cutting that out my life. I don't want to have any parts of it. She's turning her back on it as well. She don't want any parts of anyone that's still living that lifestyle. Or you're letting someone know, hey, if this is what you want to do, I'm going to make a clear-cut choice here to disregard this out my life, or you got to do better. You have to let go. Maybe you're, like I said, you're telling this person they need to get a hustle about themselves because you're trying to hustle and get things. And, oh, damn, the King of Swords at the bottom. And you want them to be on board, okay? Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. So that's definitely your energy here. I hate when I pick up more than one card. Hierophant in the reverse. You're cutting out a commitment. You're cutting out, like I said, you're telling someone, hey, there's no commitment here unless you're going to change. Could be a Taurus here. Or you are, maybe you guys feel like you got too far away from your path, your spiritual path. Ten of Swords. You're over it. Four of Swords. Ooh. So somebody is definitely drinking a lot, or you were trying to drink a lot to drown out a lot of things. Like somebody is doing this to cope with a lot of things they've been through. Okay, a lot of betrayals, a lot of heartbreaks, a lot of backstabbing, whatever it is. But you also have realized that that's all this lifestyle brings to you, right? It's trauma, problems, deceitful people, people that are all out there trying to survive. And it's like, I'm over this. I don't want this in my life. I gotta cut this out. Okay? Fake busy. So you might be leaving people hanging, pretending to be busy because you're just like, I don't want to do that. You're outgrowing people. You're evolving. They may be like, oh, she's acting like, or he's acting like he has things to do because he don't want to fool with us anymore. As soon as you feel like you're above a certain lifestyle that you've been living, because how dare you make some changes, people start judging. They think you're being different. When all actuality, you just want better for yourself. Fake busy. Six of Cups. And the King of Wands. And the Eight of Wands. You're not fake busy. You're busy. You're doing stuff, right? You're trying to make things happen. Um, some of you guys may be busy because you could be seeing someone. I don't know. It could be a King of Wands here, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You might feel like maybe somebody, like I said, feels like the other person is being fake busy when they reach out, because the Eight of Wands is about communication. Maybe somebody traveling to you to see you, but somebody feel like maybe they're reaching out and they're not getting any responses here. Somebody might want to apologize. Maybe this person reaching out and they feel like you're avoiding them. That's kind of like what I'm getting. Somebody feels like you're avoiding them. But really, you're just trying to be focused. Okay, losing sleep. Worried, replaying events over in your head. The Magician in the reverse. Oh. The Four of Cups in the reverse. And the Knight of Wands. Somebody could have, maybe something happened to you and you called on someone and they wasn't there. They were pretending to be busy, or they wasn't busy. They could have been somewhere having having sex, and they didn't have time. They didn't want to stop. It could have led to a bad situation. So it's like, you're like, you know what? You left me hanging. Oh, you got backstab right behind that. Pain, cheating, deception, mind games, love bomb. So, I don't know if you feel like somebody stabbed you in the back. Somebody definitely betrayed you here in some way and stabbed you in the back. But this is somebody that you may already know, like the lifestyle they live. It's kind of like it's like what you expect. So it's like you're looking back on this person. You're leaving that shit behind. You're leaving them behind. You're leaving all the I feel like you feel like this person drug you down. Maybe you feel like they were like a bad influence in your life. You feel like they could have drug you down in some way. You got Gemini here, Virgo here, Four of Cups in the reverse, losing sleep, replaying events, thinking about you. I don't know, but whoever this person is, they could be, I don't know, they could still be sending like negative energy your way. Like, because it's like, I don't know if they're replaying what happened. But instead, maybe they want to blame you for something here. Somebody could have made some terrible choices that they're thinking about now. Third party, there were other things that got in the way of us being together. Yeah, somebody's lifestyle, drinking, they're partying. Maybe their sexual escapades with other people. Reminiscing, I miss our inside jokes. So you got no left you hanging, no closure, no contact, left on red. So I do feel like that's maybe what you guys are doing. You left somebody on red. You ain't even spoke to this person. You haven't even talked to them. Or they haven't even reached out. We need to let each other go. That's how you feel. I replay our conversations over and over. See, so this is definitely somebody that's rethinking about things, reminiscing. I miss our inside jokes, and then right behind that you have men. I want to fix our connection, and then you have regret behind that. I wish this never happened. Absence. I feel like a part of me is missing without you. And then sabotage. I mess up the good things in my life sometimes, and guilty. I feel pain from the damage that I caused. Yeah, this person knows. They know it's their fault. They know it's their fault, Gemini. Okay. They know that they made some terrible decisions. Maybe this is like the type of person that when they get drunk, they just have no self-control, or they just and they could have put you in a bad situation, maybe cause somebody to steal from you or you to lose something or lose an opportunity. I replay our conversations over and over. So they're definitely doing a lot of thinking about things you talked about, you discussed, but you feel like this, you just need to let this person go. And look, obviously, they're bringing a lot of stress, confusion to you, problems, a lot of outside situations. I see awakening. So that means you guys are awakening. You're coming into enlightenment about a lot of things here when it comes to your life or even other people's lives and how it affects you. Okay? You got numbing. Fresh start. Yep. There's that awakening again, because you're going through an awakening here. You guys are opening up. Ooh, reinvention. Yeah, that is definitely the card here. You guys are trying to reinvent yourself. You don't want to be reminded of the past. You don't want to be reminded of the past lifestyle you lived or even someone else's toxic lifestyle. Maybe it's just your friends, even the way they behave, or those people you call friends or associates. It's like you to them, you think you're better than them now. Gemini trying to reinvent themselves, and they don't want to hang out with us anymore. And look at them in their business attire and trying to have their side hustle. You're trying to change your life. Yes, that's what you're trying to do. And if those people feel like you think you're better than them, or they still want to live that lifestyle, then at this point you already see these are not the people for you. You just have to cut them off. Muse at the bottom. Look at that, because you are the author. You are the painter. You can paint your life to be whatever it is you want, and that's what you're choosing to do at this point, Gemini. And you leaving people hanging, and you don't care, because I feel like they left you hanging. And this could have been like that awakening moment. Like, wait a minute, hold on. This person is the absolute destruction in my life. I got to numb out anything I feel about this person and let them be and cut them off, or give them an ultimatum that they either need to change their life and turn their life around, or there's no coming back together for us, okay? You got karmic partner. Yeah, very karmic individual. So you're starting to realize that, guys, this might be a little bit deeper than just somebody being in your life and you having a good time with and hanging out with. This is somebody that could really be slowing you down from doing better, making changes. Bad company corrupts good character. So, if they want to still party and live that lifestyle, you're going to have to make some choices that may be hard, but you have to. Look at that. Both. Receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, and closure issues. See? You're progressing. You're moving on. You're leaving all that shit behind. This always reminds me of like that Six of Swords energy. You're moving forward. You've already figured out what you need to do. But somebody could have closure issues, though, while you're moving forward. Clock. Need time. Takes time. In time. Cycles. Time to heal. Progress. There's that progress again. Progression here and progress here. You're progressing. You're changing. You're evolving. Look at that. Healthy choices. Oh, there we go. Healthy choices. Making healthy choices in love and in life. Self-love, self-care, being happier. I told you. You're trying to be happy. You don't want to be living a toxic lifestyle. You're making healthier choices in everything that you're doing. Okay. The chaser in codependent relationship, fear of abandonment issues. So this person has some codependent abandonment issues. This is why they're still living that lifestyle. They're trying to fill a void. They're chasing. They're coming behind you. But you guys are no longer going to be there for this person, right? Ascending, transcending obstacles, learning expansion, new phase, and preparing for union. Wow. I told you guys. I do see a soulmate energy coming in here. Fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. And guys, honestly, when this person comes, or this person could be the person that comes and you decide to change for, that's when they're gonna, oh, Gemini, I think they're brand new. You know, they done got in a new relationship and they think they're brand new. Or as soon as you change, guys, you're gonna attract what you are definitely changing yourself into. Okay? Keep reinventing yourself, keep changing. If they get mad, they feel like you left them hanging, whatever, so be it. Okay, but I do feel like, guys, you are on to bigger and better things. You're changing your life, and sometimes you just have to give people their own time to come into that realization about their own life. Okay, all right, Gemini. Well, that was your reading. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that bell, and I will see you next time.